water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson high.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Bruce. And he's taken down here by the Saints. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on third and long. Bruce. And he'll find Pittman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
First and 10, Taylor now. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
To throw on second down. Bruce to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd and 1. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
22-yard line.
From the gun, Bruce firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to number 41.
The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. 6 catches, 68 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the number 1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Looking to throw on second down. Bruce, he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Bruce, 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Colts 3,
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
On 1st and 10, Moore. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw on 2nd down. Bruce, he gets this into the hands of Taylor. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6. That's the end of the first quarter, with the score Saints 7, Colts 3.
From the gun, Bruce. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 16.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
8-yard gain.
That's good for 28 yards.
First down.
Off play action. Moore. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
That's good for a Colts.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Bruce off to Thomas on the left side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun. Bruce. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Bruce. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 28. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, Bruce. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bruce under Pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Throwing on 3rd and long. Bruce. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play call.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 77 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Stop short, down at the 1. And broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down. Bruce. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
Throwing again. Bruce. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
On the punt for the Colts.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, Moore. Over the middle, complete. It's Armstrong. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will finish up the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So here are the Saints to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Taken down at the 43.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st and 10, Bruce. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To throw on 2nd down, Bruce. And the pressure gets to him again.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, up at number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Bruce out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Bruce. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
At the Colts 46-yard line.
Off the play fake. Moore. Throw left side complete. That's Bradley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for him.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
New Orleans.
From 13 yards out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And his throw is incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Bruce. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
3.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. From the gun, Bruce looking middle, and that's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games. But in the NFL, any given Sunday is a phrase they take seriously. And guess what? That was probably going to backfire.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints just continue to roll. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Colts 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. On 1st down, Bruce. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Bruce. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Colts on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Bruce over the middle. That's caught by Miller. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Moore now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Here's Johnson on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Number 44.
An 11-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on. Point after try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Now the former Cal Bear, it's Patrick Laird. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never would show up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. Johnson, off play action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
The quarterback taken down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Bruce, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
On fourth down, Bruce. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he finds a man on the crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Saints first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called